In Iran, women are fighting with government to remove hijab, and in India, women are fighting with government to wear hijab. Yeah, yeah. What's going on in Iran will honestly, as soon like prayers for the Iranian people because it with the internet blackouts. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I believe Elon Musk should get a Nobel Peace Prize because he did it with Ukraine when they were going through backouts. He introduced his Starlink and gave them free internet, free like just sent it over there. He bought Twitter, which was this incredible left-leaning propagandist website, and now anyone can say anything. Like there are only a few people that get like banned for saying incredibly heinous things, but for the most part, anyone can say anything. If X wasn't X and it was still Twitter, then a lot of the stuff that the Iranians are dealing with, nobody would know. Nobody would know because it would be completely removed. It is absolutely insane what's going on there. The fact that they're shooting the protesters down because they're not allowed to fight for themselves. It's prayers to the Iranian people. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I'd go and do like a whole look it up, but again, I can't because there's actual footage of like shootings and things like that on X, and I'm going to try to avoid that for YouTube senses. But yeah, it's insane what's going on there. And again, insane that in India they're fighting to that's the thing, is like no one's telling them to take it off in India. It's their choice. They can put it on or take it off if they want. I mean, if they're walking into a bank, maybe they want to show their face. But other than that, I mean, it's just, oh my gosh. But how can someone trust Elon Musk? Wouldn't he promote the things that are in his best benefits and agenda? Well, yeah, everyone would. Everyone would. But in the end, he's still trying to help out those who don't have a voice. In the end, that's what he's trying to do. And sadly, he believed that he didn't have a voice, so he bought Twitter, ended up turning it into X, and now every side has a voice, and it's turned into this weird website. Absolutely weird website. But yeah, I mean, people need to pray for them there. They really need it because the dictatorship, the religious dictatorship that Iran has gone through. Because if you look back at like the 70s, before the dictatorship took over, it looked more civilized than the way the U.S. does right now. Because the U.S. is trying to become a third world country. It was so civilized, absolutely civilized in the early 1970s. Until the regime took over and completely turned it into a dictatorship. Absolutely. Absolutely. It is they need, the people need freedom. The people need the ability to speak out. The people need the ability to actually have a voice. Actually have a voice. That is incredibly important. And the fact that they are rising up, taking cities for themselves, and well, martyring. A lot of them are martyring themselves to bring peace and have a better future. It's prayers go out to them. Prayers go out to them. And sadly, Western media is not talking about it. It's not talking about it because the left media is on the side of, well, the dictators. Let's just put it that way. They're on the side of the dictators. There's a reason why they were against the going in and taking removing Maduro. There's a reason why they're not talking about the revolution going on in Iran. Because they're on that side. It's just how it is. Jewelry shops in India are banning head coverings. Oh yeah, well that makes sense. Like that's the thing. That makes sense. You shouldn't go into a jewelry store. You shouldn't go into a bank wearing a face covering. Wearing a face covering. You shouldn't be masked. It just seems like more normal. And guess what? If you're going there, if you know that's the rules, send someone who isn't wearing one. Send your husband. Send somebody else. Yeah, I mean, there are always people who think they're fighting. They're fighting for the right. And they're just making things worse. They're just making things worse. Yeah, there should be rules for everyone. Everyone should be held to the same rules in a nation or something. I mean, in certain stores, they should have the right to do whatever they want. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. This world doesn't make any sense. This world doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Hopefully we bring a little more order to this world over time, but everyone needs to sit down and talk. That's the problem. Everyone needs to sit down and talk, and most people don't want to talk. Most people don't want to talk. They really don't. LOL, I think you haven't seen the burqa theft groups who steals from jewelry stops. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, let's be honest. That's common practice. Like that's a common practice to get completely covered just to sneak away jewelry. I mean, it happens here in the U.S. Not that they're wearing their religious garb in order to get away with it, but they'll wear baggier clothes. It's just something that's done, but trying to use it as an excuse to. And the thing is, the sad thing is people who are more liberal will think that people are being marginalized against and will do it to back the criminal side. It makes no sense. But Iran had democracy in 1950, who nationalized oil in the Western through the democracy and placed Shah Iran in palace monarchy, and later led to yeah, exactly. The thing is, the U.S. shouldn't do anything. Like, if the protesters start basically getting mowed down, the U.S. should at least get involved, remove the leadership, and then step back, and let the nation heal by itself. Don't get involved in like the oil. Don't get involved in like any of that. I mean, we already have Venezuela's oil. That's all ours now. I'm not gonna lie. That's now all ours. And the Venezuelan people don't care because they're free of a dictator. Maybe in 5 to 10 years they'll be talking differently, but right now they're happy. They're happy, and that's all that matters. But yeah, I mean, it's an issue when you try to take everything for yourself, and that's the Iran should be a rich nation. It should absolutely be an nation. It should be like the Saudi oil princes. That's what Iran should be like, but it's not. It is absolutely not. They should be making deals with everyone in the world, selling their oil to everyone, not trying to piecemeal it out and only give it to one nation, and not what Iranian's government does, sending the majority of their funds to terrorist organizations around the world. That is absolutely something that should never happen. Because as soon as Iran is gone, these terrorist organizations are going to start to crumble and fall, unless, yeah, another nation ends up starting to pay them out. But yeah, that's a lot of talking about that.
You guys got a video? It's so bad.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Wait like that.